Hi, first of all, thanks to Fenner and Loco, because without it, you wouldn't be seeing my face this clearly. It means that I can't get away with not shaving before doing a recording, so thanks for that. No, but seriously, I'd never realized how important lighting was, and I'm so happy that I now know what it is. For those of you who don't know what lighting is, it's just have light that is over here behind the camera in your direction. I'm just I move things around so that way the camera's here and the window is right here and there's natural light going in this direction. And you get to look at my lovely and imperfect face, and I love my imperfect face. And so should you. All right, things that I can tell you. There's a number of things that I'm doing right now that I can't tell you about, but hype. I'm so excited about them, and it's great. The secret things. The things that I can tell you about are the Sandbox. First of all, the Sandbox is going great. We have about 50 players. Quite a few of them are masters. I would say, I think more than half. We have all the stats. I should have got it for you, but I didn't. It's like don't want you to pin down my player base. A couple of grandmasters in there. It's working really nicely. Robert is putting in so much work into it. It's insane. Like, the amount of hours he's putting into this project are crazy. And since we have a player base of like 50 players, it's really great because we can very easily see the players who are like proactive and have the right attitude and are working really hard and asking for help and things like that. And we can also see the players who are just sort of like, yeah, I'll try this out, and maybe it's not really for them or whatever. But we're sort of, that's what it is. So we can really help the players who want help, We can help the players who are helping themselves. That's going swimmingly. In addition, as of 2 days ago, I have put together a map-making team. And I know nothing about map-making, triggers, data, UI. I don't know anything about it. So hopefully I'll be able to leave the map-making to them and just say, hey, these are the things that we need as a community for StarCraft, for map training, because there's a lot of custom maps out there that are like, oh yeah, this is really great for training, but it's almost there. They're like 90% awesome, but that 10% is just like, oh well, you don't support any custom hotkeys. Like, well, I just can't use your map. It's like anyone who's changed any of their hotkeys can't use your map because you're not allowing them to use whatever hotkeys they do. Or like, my control groups aren't set up when I do this thing. It unbinds my control groups in the middle of this whole process, and that's no good. Or there's this huge downtime where I have to wait. And the whole point of having training maps is to eliminate downtime, focus on one particular issue, or at least for the most part, one particular issue, and just be like, all right, this is the thing that I'm making awesome. And trying to make them realistic. For instance, Marine split challenges. Marine split challenges are great, but you're never going to do a marine split in a wide open field with as much room to micro as you possibly want. You're going to do it on a ladder map. There's going to be realistic terrain going on. So we'll be developing map trainers for things like that. Trying to create more realistic in-game situations in a training map environment to increase repetition and decrease variance so that a certain player can develop a certain skill that is important, like marine splitting, or like being able to use the camera location keys and building in the reflexes that are required to make full use of them and things like that. I'm really, really excited about that, about working with the map team on that stuff. Really, the past couple of weeks, I've done, unfortunately, very little actual video work. It's mostly like coordinating other human beings, which is a really weird experience for me. Up until now, things have mostly been like me doing work, meaning me spending 11 hours working on the core, but now it's sort of like, okay, these are the things that need to get done for the core, talking to the people who are working on them, they come back to me with what's going on. So I'm doing a lot more management of human beings than I am of actual work. And I guess, there are managers for a reason, but it's really strange for me to be in this kind of a position. But yeah, that's sort of the natural progression of things. I never thought to myself, I want to be a manager, but it's sort of like I want all these things to happen. Like I want there to be awesome guides for new players. I want there to be, training maps that are really effective and efficient and don't waste anybody's time. I want there to be better training regimens in especially foreign players and practice partners, and I want that to happen. All these different things, these ideas, things that I want to happen, I think that'll make StarCraft better. And I can't do them all by myself, so it's mostly coordinating with people. Also coordinating with Tempo. Yes, very excited to work with Tempo. Him and I will be working on a musical parody. I did do my first musical parody. It was just a chorus, but I really enjoy writing parody lyrics, and I really enjoy music. I did go to school for music, and that was my first passion. Before StarCraft? Yeah, before StarCraft. I was very much into music and very interested in loving and enjoying music for a long time. So it's really cool that I can put those two things that I love together. But yeah, so working on a project with Tempo. And that's about it. The video is 6 minutes and 7 seconds now. Not too bad. Let me know what you think of the new lighting setup. If you have a webcam and you're like, it's just really not coming out clearly, consider putting yourself in front of a window. And if you don't have that option, consider putting yourself, get some cheap lighting things that are behind the camera in your direction. That's the very basics of the things that I have learned, and I am now passing them on to you. So yeah, we'll have Bronze Science on Fridays, Fast Facts on Mondays, and hopefully a super cool project that is very secret that I cannot tell you about coming in the very near future. And I just drank ice. I think we'll end on that. I just drank ice. See ya.